What's good, Blast Up Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared. Y'all, corrupt people keep hitting the fucking fan. Today we're gonna be taking a video from Pink Book Lessons, and shout out to this sister. Bruh, what the fuck is going on? Georgia prosecutor stole money from dog funeral and stole money for dog funeral and shopping sprees. Now facing 24 felony. What the fuck is going on? Look at this shit, man.
And we begin tonight with an I-team investigation. The GBI has started looking into questionable spending practices of Hall County Solicitor General Stephanie Woodard. Good evening. I'm Russ Spencer.
I'm Courtney Bryant. Attorney General Chris Carr called in the GBI after the Fox 5 I-team revealed thousands of dollars earmarked for crime victims actually went to the solicitor's personal needs.
Fox 5 I-team reporter Randy Travis returns with some new questions. Randy?
That's right, Russ and Courtney. The money we're talking about here isn't necessarily tax dollars. Much of it comes from money defendants have to pay when they're sentenced. An extra 5% of their fine, money mandated by state law to help victims. Instead, Woodard paid for personal things like her dog's cremation, a family member's law school test, and much more, including going out to eat. A lot.
Oh, Stephanie, not you, Miss Prosecutor, over there living ghetto fabulous, stealing money meant for victims and using it on your dog, family members, and stuff in your face. Get this. You have...
Bruh. Damn. What? Pink Book. What? Pink Book. Why you do this, mama? Matter of fact, no. Keep it on, please. Hey, I congratulate you on this one, bro. Ain't no fucking way. Boy, they say white women age like milk, but goddamn, this woman look crazy as hell.
Have this gritty heifer who was already making over $100,000 per year. But of course, that wasn't enough money for her. She had to go around stealing more. You're looking at Stephanie Woodard, a Republican representing Hall County, Georgia. She's a county solicitor, a county she's been allowed to run for office with no opposition. It's safe to say they love her there in Hall County, but the state AG is not going along with it. The investigation started back in 2022, looking into Stephanie's corruption, and now she's been indicted. We're going to get into it, but first, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates.
We counted how many times Hall County Solicitor General Stephanie Woodard used public money to go out to eat and marked each day with a red X. According to receipts we obtained, nearly 100 times from 2021 until September of this year.
Don't tell me we got a pork chop prosecutor. $7,000 spent on food in like a year? Yeah, 1 year from 2021 to 2022.
More than $7,000 worth of eating for Woodard and her staff. That doesn't include any overnight conferences either. Reasons typically cited: training for the office, training with an appetite.
I know the reporter did not just say training with an appetite. Yeah, the pork chop prosecutor was training for a barbecue eating contest or something.
This shows a kind of callous disregard, not only for her office, not only for her oath of office, but for the people she's supposed to be protecting and helping.
Ethics expert Edward Queen watched our earlier investigation, where he showed how Woodard spent another $7,000 at various stores without disclosing which crime victims actually got any help. Antique shopping sprees, expensive headphones, her dog's cremation. This is not for a victim's dog, this is for her own dog?
It was paid to me for her dog. Right's right, wrong's wrong, I don't care who you are.
Exactly. Right is right, wrong is wrong, and I don't care who you are. She's out here going on shopping sprees and eating every day, using money intended for victims. And no, she did nothing for those victims. She used it on herself. We have another case of the entitled DEI hire, right? They use public managed funds on themselves like their own personal ATM.
Woodard once served on the Prosecuting Attorneys Council. She's active in Republican Party politics on a first-name basis with Attorney General Chris Carr, the man.
Let me ask you a question. If you were in a very prominent position, why in the hell would you fuck that up? Just to do some petty shit that you could have paid for your damn self. And now you looking at prison time because your dumb ass wanted to be greedier than you already are. How the fuck does that work with y'all? I don't get it. Republican, Democrat, there's dumbass people on both sides of the fucking aisle. Let's be honest here. But this woman right here doing all this shit, and she thought she wasn't gonna get caught. Let's be honest. She thought she wasn't gonna get caught. We all know that. We all know her dumb ass thought she wasn't gonna get caught. Let's be completely honest here. She thought her cuckoo bird looking ass, looking like the bird off of Phineas and Ferb. We all thought she thought that she wasn't gonna get caught. Okay, looking like Candace, bitch, please. Ma'am, you do realize that you did realize that the victims were going to get mad and sue your ass or say something, or it was going to get discovered somehow, some way, at some point in time. Did you not think that? And you're a prosecutor? Bitch. You going to jail for a very, very long time. I hope you know that.
And appointed to investigate Woodard for allegations of theft by conversion and violation of oath by a public officer. Woodard has already paid back around $2,000, saying they were confused as victim expenses by mistake. And this oversight is personally and professionally embarrassing.
Really, bitch? This oversight is personally and professionally embarrassing. Now, hold up. Confused as victim expenses by mistake. This oversight is personally and professionally embarrassed. It's embarrassing. Bitch, you got a law degree and you're a prosecutor. How the fuck is that a mistake that you make? As a lawyer, I fucked that one all the way up. I ain't even gonna lie to you. As a lawyer, isn't it your job to find mistakes? Isn't it your job to damn prosecute criminals? So, how in the hell do you make a mistake like that and say this oversight is personally and professionally embarrassing? Boy, ain't no way.
That includes $96 to buy 10 baseball caps that she now admits should have been a campaign contribution. Each cap had the number 83 embroidered on the front. Brian Kemp is Georgia's 83rd governor.
Given this individual's role in Republican politics in the state, arguably there'd be a strong appearance of a conflict of interest.
But in a statement, a spokesperson for Carr said he remains committed to doing his duty based on the law and evidence. He will continue to ensure all public officials faithfully and impartially uphold and enforce the law.
That's another thing. People thought she wouldn't be held accountable because her own party would have to investigate her. She was cool with Chris Carr, but when it came to holding her accountable and properly completing this investigation, AG Carr did what he was supposed to do. Obviously, she was handed down an indictment. Didn't matter their affiliation, both of them Republicans. AG Carr, appointed by then Georgia Governor Nathan Deal, all the way back in 2016. So you can't say he didn't do his job. And this investigation started in 2022. So now after that thorough investigation, it's 2024, it's been announced that this city girl solicitor Stephanie was indicted.
A Hall County elected prosecutor finds herself on the other side of the justice system tonight.
A grand jury indicted longtime Solicitor General Stephanie Woodard today following a year and a half of investigations by the Fox 5 team into her spending. She's charged with 24 felony counts, including the theft of nearly $4,200 in government funds. But Woodard's attorneys say the case against her is, quote, utterly misguided.
IT reporter Johnny Edwards has followed this story all day and joins us now with the latest. Johnny?
Well, after hearing, Stephanie Woodard had her booking photo taken at the Hall County Jail, then released on her own recognizance. She's accused of false expense reports and illegal purchases, a pillow and pillowcase from Target, an SAT prep course, cremating a dog. The list goes on. A Hall County grand jury accusing the county's longtime Solicitor General of betraying the public trust, charging Stephanie Woodard with 13 counts of false statements and writings and 11 counts of theft by taking, all felonies.
Imagine how many people she prosecuted over the years with felonies. And now she's been charged with felonies too. Talk about full circle. You can't make this stuff up.
So, I just want to say something here. They prosecuted Trump, the Democrats prosecuted Trump on 34 counts of business fraud or whatever the fuck they charged him of. For just basically paying a hoe to shut the fuck up. That got covered by the media. Why in the hell is it that this didn't get covered by the national media? And if you think I'm bullshitting, let's see. What the fuck? Okay, that's other shit. Okay, so it should work now. Maybe. What the fuck? Hold on. What the fuck is going on with this motherfucker? See, this is why I hate this retarded shit. Fuck it. You know what? I'd do it off camera.
It's a staggering fall from grace by a top prosecutor, but Woodard pushing back in a statement released by her attorneys, saying, the decision by the Attorney General's office to institute charges against her in this absurd indictment is unfathomable and a waste of court time and taxpayer dollars.
No, she wasted time and public managed money on her dog's cremation. How pathetic to even try to defend this nonsense. Just say we're working to prove her innocence or some other ordinary mumbo jumbo, but stop calling the indictment absurd. No, Stephanie's actions are absurd. This is crazy.
Attorney General Chris Carr once on a first-name basis with Woodard, calling in the GBI on her in late 2022. The probe launched after a Fox 5 I-Team investigation discovered thousands of dollars budgeted to help crime victims, instead spent by Woodard on herself or family members. Expensive earbuds, noise-reducing headphones, pillows, jewelry repair, antique shopping sprees, baseball caps for Governor Kemp's re-election efforts. All of it classified in the books as spending for victims or witnesses. She even allegedly spent public money cremating her dog. Rick Farmer from Precious Memories Crematory remembers the $190 expense well. He said that GBI took his statement.
And it was paid to me for her dog.
The I-Team examined almost 2 years of receipts, Our investigation also revealing she spent more than $7,000 on meals for herself and staff, and over $1,400 for an SAT prep course.
Educated criminals out here stealing money from the government to pay for SAT prep. Let me guess, for another family member to become a lawyer like her and take her position one day and continue to scam? This is what you call educated legacy scammers.
She blacked out the name of the supposed victim receiving that SAT help.
This shows a kind of callous disregard, not only for her office, not only for her oath of office, but for the people she's supposed to be protecting and helping.
Our reporting also found double dipping involving the Prosecuting Attorneys Council summer conference on Jekyll Island in 2022. Woodard submitted an expense report to Hall County for food and parking, then filed an identical report with the conference organizers, being reimbursed twice.
Straight up fraud, double dipping. Gotta love these DEI hires, don't you?
In an earlier statement, Woodard apologized.
I'm going to say this. I don't agree with the diversity hire bullshit. And here's why. Because if there's a man of any color that is a better fit for the position, I believe that person should get it, whether it be man or female. If that person is a better fit for the position, they should get it. White, black, Indian, Hispanic, Asian, doesn't matter. I believe that everybody should have an equal opportunity. And if a white man's a better fit, so be it. If a black man's a better fit, so be it. If an Asian man or Asian woman, white woman, black woman, whether or not their color or not, I believe that they should have the option to they should have the ability to be able to do as they want. They should be able to have the ability to get the job, is what I mean. They should be able to get the job. Now, if you're just hiring them just to fill a quota, and they're not the best fit, joke's on you, because they're gonna make you lose a lot of money and end up in a situation like this. So yeah, let's continue.
Apologized, telling the Fox 5i team, quote, "This oversight is personally and professionally embarrassing." In response to our questions, she reimbursed some but not all of the charges, paying about $2,000.
Sounds like she owes the county some money and a whole bunch of other people a big apology.
But now, the stakes much higher. The GBI wrapped up its investigation at the end of 2023, an investigation which, according to a search warrant, sought evidence of, quote, "stolen or embezzled property," along with Woodard's court calendars, personal calendars, bank account documents, credit card statements, and her cell phone. The charges by the grand jury track closely with the Fox 5i team's reporting. In fact, the indictment says the 2018 and 2019 crimes don't fall outside the statute of limitations because investigators didn't know about them until a date that matches the date of the I-Team's first story in 2022.
Crazy it was the news who had to tell on her. If Fox 5 hadn't done their own investigation to get this kicked off, City Girl solicitor Stephanie would still be skating through spending all the money up.
Whatever, I do what I want.
The statement released by Woodard's attorneys going on to say, she absolutely committed no crime, but yet she has been viciously pursued by the GBI for years.
Oh, it never fails. When these entitled, spoiled thieves are called out for their thieving, they instantly turn into a victim. She can't blame another political party. She can't say it's because she's white. Everybody involved is. So what's left? Of course, she's going to pull the minority card. The GBI is somehow stalking her or harassing her because she's a woman, right? That's going to be her fallback. She's going to say she's being picked on because she's a powerful woman in Georgia.
We do not say this lightly. The misguided Attorney General's office is utterly and provably wrong here.
Man, I best tell you this. You need to shut the fuck up and accept the accountability. That's all I'm saying. You need to shut the fuck up and accept accountability. Accept that you fucked up. Now, I'm going to say this. First, Fannie Willis. Now the judge. Now the prosecutor. What the fuck is going on, man? I swear it is turning into a game of hopscotch of who's gonna come next.
Now, the criminal investigation lingered over Woodard and her office for a year and a half, but she never stepped down, with multiple employees at one point describing a toxic work environment amid the investigation. We reached out to Woodard by phone this afternoon, but she hung up. Russ, Courtney?
Well, the documentation kind of speaks for itself. Will she be leaving office now?
Well, what will happen next, we believe, is that Governor Kemp will receive a certified copy of the indictment, and then he has to wait 14 days by law, and then he can form a panel that would recommend whether to remove her from office or not. That panel would then have 30 days to render a recommendation, or it could request an extension, but we'll see.
Why is it that they have to doggone have a whole pan? They literally got to go through damn near 2 months of fucking negotiating and figuring shit out. From the time that Kim has to get a certified letter to all this other bullshit, you gotta wait 60 damn days. It's easy as this. 1, 2, kick her ass out. 1, 2, kick her ass the fuck out. Like, Jesus, Murphy, like, politics.
And no, Governor Kemp, it's only one thing to do here. Kick her out of office. Get that panel together and throw her out. Not only did she go around stealing all the money, using those funds as her personal piggy bank, but she was defiant and toxic. She refused to step down from her job and was a big bully to her employees and other county workers. We're talking about a majority white county with mostly white employees. She's been very nasty to them over the last year and a half for sure, taking out all of her frustration on them instead of holding herself accountable and owning up to the fact that she's in this position because of her own actions. Not because she's some poor woman being stalked by the GBI or whatever narrative her attorney is trying to spin now. It's also amazing that she was able to get out of jail with no bond, but others who make way less than her have to pay. Yeah, they're forced to pay into the system for people like her to steal the money. I'm sorry, Stephanie, you are not a victim. She had this sweet job since 2008. We're talking about over 16 years. And you know what? You took advantage of a sweet deal. It's time to go. You messed up, Stephanie, making 6 figures already, but so greedy that she couldn't resist the urge to spend other people's money. You know, typical city girl behavior. Kick her out of office and lock her up in that order. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started.
All I'm going to say is this. We're going to keep an eye on this one because Jesus, Murphy. I swear these whole bags keep on doing this goofy shit. I'm telling you right now. The way that this shit is going, this shit don't make no damn sense. And this is insane because the way that all of this is going, a lot of people ain't gonna damn deal with this shit no more. Well, anyways, like, share, subscribe, channel, support the podcast on Spotify.com. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.